we introduced DirActor, where HCI researchers can create interaction illustrations by directing and acting simultaneously in VR. In HCI research papers, interaction illustrations are often necessary to visualize user scenarios arising from novel interactions. However, creating these illustrations can be challenging. Drawing requires an understanding of perspective and anatomy, which demand professional training. Photography is physically demanding, and it can be tricky to direct actors to pose exactly as wanted. To address these, DirActor helps the user create interaction illustrations by oneself through monitoring the shot, controlling the camera, and giving a cue, all while using his body to pose his avatar. For monitoring the shot while acting, we introduce the interactive picture frame, a semi-transparent rectangular panel that displays the real-time view from the camera and follows the user's head. The interactive picture frame lets the user look at both the VR scene and the shot in the camera at any time while acting. The user can also grab the interactive picture frame to relocate it, change its aspect ratio, and resize it. Furthermore, we extend the use of the interactive picture frame to facilitate seamless transitions between camera control and acting. While acting, the user can pan, tilt, dolly, roll, truck and pedestal, change the field of view, and crop the image with intuitive hand gestures on the interactive picture frame. Lastly, we introduce hold and speak interaction that lets the user give voice cues when his hands and body are busy performing a pose. To activate hold and speak, the user holds his pose for a short period and speaks out the command. Then, the system follows the voice command. Using hold and speak, the user can create an avatar, delete an avatar, edit an avatar, and take a photo without leaving his position. We present a walkthrough where a user creates an interaction illustration envisioning a futuristic design tool. The user enters a VR scene with pre-imported 3D objects and sets up the scene. The user pretends to sketch while looking at himself through the interactive picture frame. Then, the user creates an avatar with hold and speak. Next, the user moves next to the first avatar, touches the car hologram, and creates another avatar with hold and speak. While heading to create the third avatar, the user changes his mind and returns to edit the second avatar's hand pose using hold and speak. Now, the user controls the camera and crops the image to find a satisfying composition. Finally, the user acts out the last avatar discussing and takes a photo with hold and speak. The user post-processes the photo with Adobe Photoshop and inserts the image in his paper. To showcase the usefulness of the DirActor system, we reproduced 29 interaction illustrations from the past 5 years' SIGCHI Best and Honorable Mention papers. With our system, one author was able to reproduce those with diverse hand gestures, those with diverse body poses, and even those with many human figures by himself, averaging 54 seconds per human figure.